Hello, this is Kawibot team. We'd like to introduce to you a very powerful tool called Kawibot AI that can help energy auditors to simplify their work or processes from many hours, weeks, or even months into very few minutes or hours. And here is how you can access Kawibot AI by going to your browser and inserting the following URL. Once you get to the landing page, you have an option to sign in or log in if you have an account. If you don't have one, you can sign up for an account. And once you log in, it will take you direct to the project dashboard or to the Kawibot dashboard. And here are the contents of Kawibot dashboard. It shows you the number of active audits, the libraries contained in this account, managed sites, and files. And it lists some of the projects that this account has undertaken or conducted. Under the same dashboard, there's an option to create a new audit project. But before we get there, I would like to give you a short list of what a Kawibot can do. Kawibot can enable energy auditors, especially the ones who are working in multiple sites where the data is messy and not organized. We call it unstructured data, where they need to do data entry, a file by file, and also do sorting for different sites if the facility has more than one site. But with Kawibot, you only need to take all those files in one and upload them in Kawibot AI, and Kawibot AI can be able to sort those files into their respective sites and also give you the data ready for analysis and export it into Excel. So you can do analysis and do the graphs and any other things that energy auditors do to prepare for a report. So without wasting much time, we are going to create a new audit project, and we use a hypothetical facility which has multiple sites to demonstrate the features that Kawibot can facilitate or can enable the energy auditors to do. Another thing that Kawibot can do is it enables teams to collaborate. If your auditing firm is huge and has several members and are undertaking a big project, you don't have to look for where to upload your files, or risk in storing your files in your local computer, which can be dangerous sometimes. Kawibot offers a cloud storage which is safe, secure, end-to-end encrypted. So that's one of the features. And so let us dive deep into the process so that you can see what Kawibot can do. So let's create a new audit project to demonstrate this. After creating a new audit project or clicking that button, it bring you to create new audit project dashboard, where it has three options. Solo auditor, this is if you are working alone on a single firm. This is the suitable option for you. If you're working under an auditing firm, the new auditing firm option is best for you because it can enable collaboration and working together and seeing progress and many other things. If the firm already exists or has an account with Kawibot, you only need to click this option, and then you'll need to use a firm account ID you'll be provided with to continue to project identity. In this case, we want to experiment or try with an auditing firm from scratch to the end. So we'll select the option for new auditing firm. And once you click the new auditing firm, you'll be prompted to insert the name of the auditing firm you're going to work under. And today, we're going to use Rahisi Energy Solutions as our auditing firm, Rahisi Energy Solutions. Once you insert the name, you'll be prompted to continue to create your team. So if your auditing firm has several members working on the same project, this is where you can invite them. We have Study Carissa. This is an example we're going to use. And the email for Study Carissa is carissa@study.gmail.com. Once you click invite, they will receive an email prompting them to accept the invitation. You can add as many members as possible under the team membership. For the interest of time, we're going to continue to audit our identity as we wait for Study Carissa to respond to their email. Once they accept the invitation, it will be reflected in the later stages. Continue to audit identity. Now we need to create a profile of the audit you're going to undertake. So audit identity, we're going to give it a title, and a title, I prefer basing my title based on the firm that we are auditing, on the client that you're going to audit. So since our client of the day will be called Braxtonshire Automakers Limited. This is our client. Now, to make it a proper energy audit, a proper title for energy audit, we'll say Braxton Automakers Limited Energy Audit 2026. That's a proper audit title. You can place a brief description there, though it is not mandatory. So if you want to skip that part, you can skip it. But let me just put a brief description for the sake of demonstration. And since this is an investment grade energy audit, we're going to select level 3. And the regional standard or international standard that we're going to use for this process is 50002. So we leave it as it is, but you can select other options as you wish. After this part is duly filled, you can continue to create timeline schedule. Every audit has a beginning and an end, and this is where we define it. Let's say the project is going to start on 31st January, and the first site visit will be 7th. And let's say it will take several months. So let's put it on, let's say June 30th. And then the estimated completion time will probably be before June. So let's put it in June, maybe 10th. So we've defined our timeline schedule, so we can continue to create a profile for the client. So this is where we define the client that you're going to audit. Of course, this is your organization, the auditing firm that we are currently building a project in. If you select the project handshake option, if you have a client ID, if the client exists in Kawibot, you simply request for their client ID, client account ID, and proceed. So without having to create all that profile again. But if the client does not exist, and let's assume he does not exist, we are going to create a new collaboration. And our client, as you still remember, was called Braxtonshire Automakers Limited. That is the client name. After that, you can proceed to build a client team. In this case, the client team is the client representative. Every time you do an audit, you will be handed over a representative or a contact person from the client who will be working with hand to hand. So that is one of the people or persons that you should invite as part of the client team. So let's assume the client team representative is Karisa Kaingu with kaingu.victor@gmail.com. Once you click invite, this person will receive an email. So as we wait for them to receive an email, we can review what we've filled so far. Now this is how it looks like, the review and launch. If you review and everything satisfies you, you can proceed to the next to launching the project. But in case you're not satisfied, remember you can always edit the details and update accordingly. That's why you have that option. So that's how it looks like. Since I'm satisfied with this section, I've filled it duly according to the best of my knowledge, I can launch audit project. Once you launch the audit project, this is where it takes you. So this is a dashboard, and now this is your playground. You can do everything that you want. You can upload your files here, and you can let AI do its thing. This dashboard is very friendly, user-friendly, and easy to understand and follow. For instance, it can show you the total number of files that you have uploaded, the size it occupies, the last time updated or the time it was updated, and even the collaborators. So with this, can able to store up your files in this cloud. It'll be very secure and safe, and you'll be able, anybody who is invited to this will be able to access and see what is going on. So without wasting much time, we are going to upload files that we assume were presented to us by Braxtonshire Automakers Limited company. Once we upload them, then we let Kawibot AI do its thing. So our company is Braxtonshire, so this is Braxtonshire Automakers. So we will be analyzing their bills using Kawibot and see what Kawibot can do. So open. So there are a total of 48 files from Braxtonshire which are mixed up for different facilities. So normally an energy auditor will have to go through each and every file one by one to do data entry and to do the sorting according to the facilities. But this is going to be done by Kawibot by just a click of buttons and a small little wait. So to complete the upload, we click the upload 48 files. So we have 48 files. When the upload is done, we can start begin extraction. And this is a panel, and it shows you in real time what is happening or the progress of everything. So far, total files that have been uploaded are 48. So we are done uploading. The next step is extraction. Now we have 0 sites so far, 0 extracted data because we've not done extraction yet. So once we start running extraction, you'll see the magic. Now we are running extraction. Let's wait and see. You can see how beautiful this interface is, and you won't just be bored waiting. See, the animation can keep you busy as you wait. And so far, 2 sites have been identified out of the bills that have been extracted. And extracted data is 0, 0 failures. If any bill fails to extract, this is where it will appear under 0 failures. And don't panic if it fails, you can still re-extract it and take it back to the pipeline for a complete extraction. So as you wait for the extraction to finish, you remember the invitations that we had sent earlier. So we are going to inspect and see if those people that were invited into the teams really received the emails. So this is carissa.study@gmail.com, if you can remember. And this is the email that we just sent. It says, Victor Carissa has invited you to collaborate on Raisi Energy Solutions. This was the audit firm that we created. So once they accept the invitation, they can view, accept or decline invitation. So by viewing invitation, it will take you to this part and then accept invitation. Once they accept invitation, oh, sorry for this for error, but welcome to Raisi Energy Solutions. You can now collaborate. This is the notification that they will receive. So if we go back, we can be able to confirm if this individual has joined the audit team. Okay, now back to Kawibot AI. You can see 5 minutes have gone since we started our extraction. If you go to extraction dashboard, you'll find that so far we've extracted 46 files with 0 failures in under 5 minutes. Just to give you the correct context, you can imagine how long it will take you to extract KPLC data details from the PDF that they normally share or the clients normally give us, and putting all that key or all that attributes, all those data into an Excel sheet. So you can imagine that doing it one by one, how long it will take. Just one of it can take you very many minutes. But in this case, Kawibot simplifies all that process and only takes you less than 10 minutes to do 48 files. So let's wait and see. We can also inspect the sites that have been identified for this facility so far. We have at the river parts, warehouse and logistics, a thick assembly plant. So far, 24 files have been identified for at the river and 23 files for thick assembly plant. You can open one of them and see. So all the files that belong to at the river parts, warehouse and logistics will be listed here. And the same applies to thick assembly plants. So far, one of the files is unassigned. We can check it and see it's bill 07 2024. Let's go and see what bill is this that has been is unassigned. Unassigned. So we can go to the extraction. So far 7 minutes have elapsed, and we can see bill 07 is still there. So it is unassigned because it has not undergone complete extraction. So to fast track this, we can select all of them and re-extract again. So you still have that option, and this will be able to do the magic. So let's wait and see. So after re-extraction, when you go to under sites, you'll see that there is no unassigned anymore because it has already been assigned. So what we wait is just the extraction of the two remaining files. So this is where we have 8 minutes have elapsed so far, and we have 46 extracted data. So let's just wait a little bit, and everything will be done in a few. Now the extraction is done. You can see all the 48 files have been extracted, 2 sites, 24 files each, and you can see how many? 10 minutes. So it has taken a Kawibot AI 10 minutes to extract and sort all the data that we've had in those bills into their respective sites. So without wasting much time, let's see what Kawibot has done in the extraction. So we go to the inventory and see how it has categorized that data. So first of all, the sites that were identified for this facility were 2. So there was Earth River and then there was Thika. So under Earth River, there are those number of files there, as you can see, and they've been arranged according to month. January, February, March. Now this was a 2-year data up to December, and then 2025 up to December. So it's very in order. So both sides are the same. It has also identified the kind of bill that you're extracting. It was an electricity bill. During audits, there are different kind of bills or documents that you can analyze. And one of them is electricity bill. So water bill can also be analyzed, and other kind of bills in energy audit. So let us skim through and see the kind of that data that Kawibot has organized for us. So this is how it looks like. Of course, sites have different data. Sites have different data depending on the size, and the consumption. So they can't be the same. So some of them are expected to miss depending on the consumption. So you can see this is the kind of data that Kawibot has been able to extract from the PDFs that we fed into them. You see? Yeah, you see? So that's just a preview. Let's go beyond this and see what Kawibot can do. This is not just the end of what Kawibot can do. See? Let's export this to Excel and see the wonders. Let's export all to Excel and see the wonders of what Kawibot can do. So our facility is located at Braxtonshire Automakers. This is where our facility was. So this is where we'll save our Excel file after exporting and down. So let's name it Braxtonshire for the sake of easily identifying Braxtonshire audit. So let's download it and open the Excel file and see what you've got there. Beautiful. This is how it looks like. So it has organized the sites each into its own sheet. See? Each into its own sheet. So this is for the first site, and this one is for the second site. So since we are using Excel, you only need to sort this according to the duration. So this one should not worry you, but all the months are there, 24 months, 2 years period. And this is the account number for that facility. This is the customer name, the parent name, and this is the site address. See how beautiful this is? And this is billing, due date, billing period start. These all data, the billing days, which can be helpful during analysis, the type of charge, tariff method for the site, previous meter reading. If you've ever gone through a bill, then you understand. You understand the kind of work that Kawibot has done here, you see. And after this, you can sort them however you want, however you want. You can sort them however you want and only select the fields that you want to use in your analysis. Now this is for thicker, you see. This is what Kawibot can do. And there are more other features, but for today, this is where I will close.